No. Hello, everybody. Hop on board. You guys that are already here, can you hear me correctly? We just set up the audio. We want to make sure everybody can hear. Thank you for hopping on early and being ready. You guys are the best. Rick and Christine, thank you guys. Gina, can you guys hear?
You don't just magically.
Hi, Nikki. Hey. Hey, guys. Oh, hi, Natalie. Eternal Nova. That's so cool. Kaylee, Gina. Cool. You can hear. Excellent. Excellent. Hi, you guys. Thanks for popping in and spending some time on Friday night with me. I had a really fun day. Hello from Paris. Bonjour. Ça va? J'ai étudié français en école pour 6 années, but I never get to use it. Happy. Yay, happy. Hi, you guys. It's so good to see you. Yeah, I had a great day. I was going through some of our potential oracle cards and how we were going to, since I have to do the wording for them in the book portion, I was discovering some really interesting formats to do. It was really, really fun while still trying to do my privates. And your comments were so helpful and beautiful because, as I said earlier, developing those, Eleni's first language is Greek. So she has been through the rung with publishers, through gallery owners, and they're always lying, cheating, and stealing to her. So I was like, we need to take this into our own hands and do it the right way. You know what I mean? Because it's not about the almighty buck. It's about the artist's journey and getting your stuff out there. So I appreciate you guys. Hello from New York City. Hi, you guys. Wow, I don't have my glasses on. So again, how this works, so I can get to as many of you as possible. Ian is in the back with the computers, and he's going to read your questions to me, okay? That way I can focus on the cards, the messages, and be able to have a smooth flow with you guys. Thank you so much for popping on, all you guys. Hi from London. Hello. Gypsy Vibes. Hey. Great names. You guys are from everywhere, huh? So it's, what time is it there? You guys must be getting like 2, 4, 6, midnight in London, midnight in Paris, or 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys are highly nocturnal. Awesome. Look at my hat. The W keeps getting away, so it says itch. Witch. This is my daughter's. I just saw it on the table. I'm like, I gotta stick that on my hat. Okay, so if you guys have any questions you'd like to start with, hey, from Australia, what in the world time is it there? It's like the next day, right? It's like astral travel. I think it's in the I don't know. Yeah, you guys are quite a bit in the time difference. You might be so far away you're caught up. Hey, oh, you guys are from everywhere. How wonderful. Again, thank you guys for all your contributions and all your dialogue, and especially you guys that looked at all the artwork on that we did in a little 7-minute video for our oracle cards we're creating. I'm going to be doing all the words, and the artwork is already created through Eleni's work. So we had so much fun working all that, and you guys are just the best. So you start formulating any questions, you'll be happy to ask me. Woo! It's funny. It's been a whirlwind day, and the time goes so quickly. Arizona, hello. Wow, I love Arizona. All right, Ian, are you back, sir?
Yeah, we have the first question.
We do.
It's all a picture perfect. Asks, hi, can you tell me about my career?
Okay. Hi, Picture Perfect. How are you? Let's see what's going on. You know, it's funny. The dominant question these days for everybody is about love and career. But listen to this. This is what's so fantastic. And I want you to all remember this if you had a rough October. November is when Jupiter comes into Sagittarius. And there's nobody you want in your house but Jupiter. That is the planet of gifts and abundance, and it just keeps giving. Love, raises. You know, I feel like that's when all the sylphs, the gnomes, the fairies, the pans, and everybody just comes in with all their presence. You know, a lot of stuff gets illuminated psychologically. People that have spiritual connections feel them even more greatly. So get ready, you guys, because it's going to just rain amazing things on you. And you're going to have serenity, acceptance. It's like you went to a healing well or something. I love when Jupiter comes into Sagittarius. Whoa, wow. Wow, so this is what I see. When you see 2 of Wands, you're looking out over your prospectus, as it were. Like, what can you do to enhance your creativity at your job, escalate be seen as a person of value. And guess what? Justice, because you're putting out good work, and that, you know, there's a lot of clock punchers in the world. They just go in and they just get a check and they don't care. But when you have a passion for what you do, it shows through. Then you are compensated for your value through a good, solid check. You know what I mean? A lot of companies will take advantage. So really check into when they say they offer certain benefits and what they offer, really look into that. And I also see harmony. When I get 4s and 6s and the wands, this is fire and action. So I feel like you're going to have a real drive for what you're doing. You're going to have a passion, and that makes all the difference, because when you do that, you accrue, I just call it good work karma. You're a nice person to be around. People welcome you. The whole vibe raises in the place of business when people are happy and they're doing what they want. And they're also, they get positive reinforcement. That's so important. So people you're around too, let them know, hey, you're doing a good job. And it just spreads the love, and it spreads, you know, the humanity, because we spend a great deal of time at our jobs, right? So we want it to be nice. So look forward to good times and a lot of camaraderie and going out with people that you work with and being really connected and held in high esteem. Really good news. Really good news. Wow. Okay, what else?
Estrella Productions asks, any advice on someone who is new to using tarot cards?
Yes, before you read the books and you delve into all their meanings and what they purport it means, which is a good outline, go through the cards yourself and really feel what you feel from this. Okay, just see this, like for an example, this is the Wheel of Fortune. What do you feel? You want to feel with your intuition, not what you're reading with your eyes that's logic on print. You know what I mean? Like this tells a story in itself, right? The wheel, you see these birds high up there and down here. And the wheel is all about your perspective going around and around, and you get the highest perspective and joie de vivre when you're at the top, right? So it's really how you feel in the imagery. And the cards you get, make sure they really pop and they speak to you. So when you're researching them, yeah, because there are some that are highly vague. Get ones that really speak to you, the artwork, because that's your soul and intuitive attachment. And you're going to be receiving a lot of important messages from them. So make sure the interpretation for you is a smooth road, because a lot of people start with complex ones. And if they have little meanings and helpers at the bottom, let me give you an example. Like this right here, the 5 of Winter. You see how there's the little clues right there. These are oracle tarot cards. And they'll let you know that they will give you a prompt that then sets you in that arena, and then you get the feeling, right? Because it's all your 5 senses, what you're seeing. And as the words come out, it's the tone of your voice. They'll all have a mood to them. So get used to them like that. Handle them a lot. Handle them a lot. I hope that helped. Okay, what else?
Marissa asks, hi, any advice for twin flame? I think mine is coming, but I'm not sure.
Hi. Well, let me tell you, Marissa, it's very strange. This time of year, I feel like it's an unprecedented amount of twin flames and soul connections. And what's bringing them in so quickly and ushering them at such a high rate is people are really connecting now in a way they haven't. They're discussing these things with one another. It's raising their vibration. Hope, expectation, joy, anticipation, all those things raise your vibration, which brings them around. Also visualization. People are visualizing it, and that's a capacity. When you use all 5 senses, hear what their voice sounds like. What does their hair smell like? What color are their eyes? So you're using all of that. What does their skin feel like? Things like that. When you use your 5 senses, it jolts it into a reality that then generates your energy. You have a visual then of it, and that speeds up the manifestation. So let's see what we have. We have the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. So I'm hearing this very closely with the 9 of Swords. Please don't attach speed, urgency, or desperation to it, because what happens then, that is then your dominant thought in your head. And that implies a lack of self and wholeness without your twin, which you are not. That's just an accoutrement to who you will be and enhance you. But you're already a solid, valuable human being as you are now, right? So we don't have a sense of urgency or desperation for the come. They simply do because you've asked, you've envisioned it, you wrote it down, and now you're going to manifest it. And you have a lovely balanced 4 of Wands which is action and fire, which is having them come in. So again, I want you to just think of them, picture them, smell them. What do they feel like? What does their tenor of their voice sound like? That, all of that. and then you let it go. And your guides will usher you in because the frequency is already being matched up. I already feel it matched up. They simply have to come in a very natural way. And you'll know the second they're there. And I like this too, 5 of Cups, because Cups is about emotion. And you'll feel expectant even more. You know, like Christmas Eve, you'll feel that the closer they are, it feels like Christmas Eve. So it's coming. Yeah, it's moving so quickly. Like within 3 to 4 months, I feel whole waves of them. Everybody's frequency, they're learning how to tune into that and not get desperate and not get frantic and just let it occur. It's all about flow, 100%, right? What's up now, hon?
Nova asks, have I met my perfect partner? What does he look like if I have met him?
Okay, let's see. Nova, what a great name. Is that a, I love, these are my favorite cards. I know, isn't it weird? So many people are like, am I having a conversation with this person? But again, we have to have our parameters of what our perfect partner is, because we know this for certain, right? That everything is temporary and nothing stays the same in terms of moods, behaviors, all of that. We're all evaluating and excelling and learning and going to the next tier, right? That's what our building blocks are all about. It gives us a sense of serenity and acceptance in our life to just know that things are ever changing. And that's really good, because then we have enthusiasm for the next thing around the corner, right? So let's see if you've already met him, the perfect partner. Also going to pull one of these to see what they might look like. That's crazy. The wheel, delays are over. I'm hearing not yet, but any moment, because the delays are over. Again, you're picturing and you're manifesting. I feel heavy manifestation in your arena. And if you're going to be traveling or making a big purchase soon, just don't do it on November 16th. I was speaking to some people today, some people that really know what they're talking about. November 16th is a very weird day, and they always foretell that particular day to not make big purchases or try not to travel on that day. But yeah, I feel super close by with the wheel. Your perspective is now, oh, I am a whole, happy individual, and I have a lot of self-discipline and self-acceptance, and I am willing to wait for the perfect person and also not put so much conditions on it. You know, like they have to look exactly like this and that. Okay, I picture dark hair and dark eyes. They're doing the work right now. This is why they haven't arrived yet. They're doing the work, the emotional work. A lot of people have, I say this over and over, they have grooves in them since they were children. It's conditioning through parents, teachers, and things. They hear words, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not educated enough, you're not this and that to achieve this. Guess what? All it takes to achieve anything is the heart and drive and a little creativity, right? And that's it, to navigate any water in your life. If you're understanding, you sit back and you observe how things operate, and you have any kind of intellect, especially high emotional intellect, you can do it. But your partner right here, and I picture him with dark hair, he's coming, but he's doing some sort of emotional work to get on your frequency. They know the approach. It's weird. It's subconscious. It's in their soul. So they have to do something that fixes, whether it's, I hear a little bit too much like partying or spoiled for choice. This is them at the moment. Like they're bored with whatever is going on. They're very good looking, so they're spoiled for choice, but they're not entitled. They're a little just tired of a pretty face but an empty head. You know what I mean? They want a lady of substance. And then the Page of Pentacles page is the message bearer, ushering in the news. And again, you'll feel it too. It's that anticipation. You feel like you're just smiling all the time, daydreaming, all those wonderful things. Yeah. And your perspective is different. You realize you're the catch. You're the babe. You're digging for creativity. You're digging for who you are. And that's keeping you busy. And right in the midst of that, poof, they show up. It is like that most of the time, because you're not so uber focused on it. That's lovely. I love that. I love that. Okay, what's next?
Rick asks, what's the best sources of money for him to gain money for the ability to move out of his family's home?
For his family's home?
He wants to move out, wants to know how to do it. How does he get the money to do it?
Okay, well, also right now, I work on such a level when I tell some of my clients, depending on what they do too, we don't always have to rely on our source of income at a job that we're employed, whether we're at home or somewhere else. Money comes from so many different avenues. So I want you to start to manifest as well. Tell your guides, tell your angels, I'm in need of funds. I have funds. I am receiving funds. Keep saying that to manifest. I am receiving funds so I can gain some independence and live an independent life. When you have a purpose for this money, it comes to you. If you just say, I want money to have money, that's not usually how it works. I need abundance Guides, please help me to gain my independence for independent life, thought, creativity, all those things, and write it down. Envision your new place you're living, because it's like I said, money doesn't necessarily, money's an energy. It doesn't necessarily come from you earning it through a paycheck. Okay, with 8 of Swords. Don't be so much in your head about money, money, money. I hear that there's desperation attached to it. There's an urgency you're attaching to it, so you're pushing it away. It moves away when you have this intense urgency for it. It's saying where you are is not happy, and that's what the universe hears. I need it, I need it, I need it. Not I have it, I have it, I have it. That's, you have to change that record. And also flip that switch that says, oh, I simply can't do this in time. I can't do this and that. I feel an urgency for time. All that thing, when you think you have a lack of time and money, you're creating a lack consciousness, which makes it much harder for any of this stuff to come to you. You have to pretend like it already exists. You're already in that place, knowing it's happening, okay? Because look, here's the Prince of Cups. Now, what this is about emotion, I feel like you're going to meet somebody that you're going to collaborate with, and it's going to help you make funds. But you have to keep your eye open. You have to network. That's such a good way when you start collaborating. You know what I mean? You motivate one another. You're very helpful. So the field that you're in, and people don't even know what their true passion is a lot of times till they start doing something. Then all of a sudden you're like, this is fabulous. So start networking. You know what I mean? And you can get roommates. Put it out there, because 7 of Wands right now, this is defending your ground. I feel like there's conflict in your family where you're having to defend where you are in your life. You know what I mean? Like you feel less than because they think that you should be more accomplished. But what is somebody's definition of accomplished? You have to make your own definition and stop listening to people. Look for this person to collaborate with so you can move forward and know that you are enough. And lots of people up to certain ages, they come and they go from home. They come and they go from home. It's expensive to live on your own, but that you have this coming, but from other sources as well. Know it's here. Stop attaching desperation or urgency to it. Just let it flow to you. Let it flow. And then, because you're blocking your creativity and your way to actually have income flow towards you with the urgency. Okay. Just natural. Start talking to people. I really want this to happen. What do you know about this or that? And start networking. Do it. Networking. It's coming to you. And someone's going to help you. Hey, Steph, how are you? It's not a popcorn night. What's going on? How are you? Oh, Steph. I have my ginger ale in my chalice.
Wallflower asks, am I going to succeed in my exams? It's related to higher education.
I have a lot of people in academics right now that are undergoing like a lot of pressure to impress their professors, or they're going for their PhDs, and they're really taxing their adrenals and getting run out. Because what you have to do when you do intense study, I have to make myself put books down as well. Because once I get to one level, I want to know more. Like anything, your brain needs a rest. It needs to know that it's absorbing the information at the rate it can. So whenever you feel like you're studying and it's not sinking in and it doesn't come right back out, just give it a rest and listen to beautiful, peaceful music. That is really helpful. Beautiful, peaceful music. A little jazz, classical music. It quiets the brain. It brings those waves down. I'm going to have this for this. So the Two of Autumn says, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and you're exceptional at multitasking. So yes, you can get everything done and do a good job. I'm going to pull another card too from right here. Need and necessity. Okay, now I'm getting the message. Need and necessity. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a list of what you think the top priority of what you are going to be tested on, what you need to learn, and have the other stuff come secondary. Do it in bite-sized portions, need and necessity. Necessity is going to be the stuff you absolutely will know will be on these exams that you should absorb. And they're the pillars. This is how I study things. I know they're the pillars, okay? And our brain has dendrites, and they're connectors, right? So if you get the pillar, the main chunk, the meaty portion of what you're trying to learn, then the other little tiers make sense, right? Like DNA, and then how that works. So you get those main pillars, you really let that absorb in. And if that knowledge can be recalled very quickly, you know you have that, you then build on that. So what you think is most necessary. I'm hearing you're going to do exceedingly well because you're having faith in it. You're not attaching worry. You're not attaching failure. You're attaching in your mind, and you're only picturing success, good grades, and it's going to flow. The information is going to flow. Nervousness or any of that blocks it makes cortisol, first of all, which I feel like that's a freezer on all your natural flow of knowledge, everything. And it's hazardous. So don't attach any worry. Just go, I got this. I got this. It's flowing. I got this. Keep repeating it to yourself. Your brain loves that. Your heart loves that. Do it. And the music, use the music as well. You'll do really well. So many academics doing so much right now.
Zizu says hi. Actually, she says, Melanie.
Zizu, are you at a rest stop? Are you at last week when she came in, she was at some sort of rest stop. How are you, girl?
Ruby says hi. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. How are you? Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm so jazzed. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Ian did he did a mock-up of the artwork we're going to be using for the Oracle cards. And my brain will not stop now because I'm providing the words in the book, and I'm like, I have to chill. I'm going to have to never have caffeine again and just calm down.
Gina asks, or Gina, how does Paulo feel about her?
Apollo, like Apollo the sun god?
Paulo.
Oh, Paulo. Oh, let's use these. Oh, I like these. How does he feel about you? You know, we had a lot of, most of my private reads have to do with career and love, obviously, love and soulmates and things like that. And what I tell right at the beginning of a lot of my private reads is look for body language. If you're in contact with this person, it's very obvious. If they're doing eye to eye and really looking at you and like a head to toe, and they're listening and their body is facing you and their body language is very open and receptive, and there's a smile to someone who is just charmed by you too. Pay attention to their mouth, what it's doing. Is it tight, like they're stressed, or is it natural? The jaw is natural. There's so many body language cues you can read. So really try to do that as well. Let me just get a reveal here. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles. Wow. I'm going to pull one of these too. I love that in between the worlds. He's decided, but there's something in, I feel like he has a fragile ego, and he might be afraid of rejection. So what you need to know that if it's not a possibility of you rejecting him, the way you can use words is like, just let him bring forth your kindness and let him know that that's in your nature, and that you wouldn't kick him out of, the conversation, or you wouldn't shut it down. There's little things you can do, but again, you're going to know right away. He's going to be facing you when he speaks to you. There's going to be like eye contact, almost on the verge of making you nervous, and he'll have a little smile. I feel like he is very attracted to you. With this Wands, a Wands to me when in relationships is fire, especially the Knight of Wands, because the Knight is very chivalrous, very gentlemanly, and they're not overt. You know what I mean? They're not overt with anything. And then these Pentacles too, the King and Nine. Yeah, and 9 I always feel like is right before the 10 is right before the emotion is shown. So I feel like it's coming. It's funny. He has, I just feel I'm getting this thing that he's just happy in your presence, that you generate some kind of energy towards him that makes him feel, sometimes people are like the chargers for our batteries. We're around him. We feel calm and happy, or we feel energized, things like that. But yeah, he sees you just kind of as luminous and a lovely person he likes to be around. But again, I feel like he fears a little bit of rejection, and he's not trying to be impulsive. So yeah, just give him a little time. I feel like he's very attracted to you, especially, with Wands, there's fire. There's definitely fire there. But again, he has to step through this and come into the realization that he's not going to be rejected. Men's egos are very delicate. So smile the welcome and warmth you can. I'm going to put on my glasses and also read, because Ian just got a phone call. It's so funny. So, Stephanie, yeah. Cool notes. Hi, you guys. Oh, how do you open your third eye, Stephanie? I'm doing everything right now because he's there. Okay, so Stephanie, if you have lavender, you don't even need lavender. And I want all of you guys to do this. This is an old acupressure thing. Right here, take 2 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press that 10 times. Right here, 10 times. And the weirdest thing, Ian, the visual's going weird. Okay, is it back? Okay, right there and right here. And when you tap here 3 times, you'll feel a big breath come from your stomach. It's very cool. It's acupressure, and it's opening up chakras. This, of course, is your third eye. So I want you to tap it. If you have lavender, put lavender on there. And also go on YouTube, any Tibetan chants or things like that. It lowers your blood pressure. It makes you more receptive for this. And then start doing the chants as well, especially Om. You'll feel all in your jaw and come out your ear. Very effective. Super effective. Ian, are you back there or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it right here. Just tap that lavender on it. It's sort of like wake up. It's very weird because it's your alignment, your chakra. Sometimes that's your energy flow, right? And sometimes things get blockages. So tap it. Lavender right there. Absolutely. And your own voice, lowering your voice as you possibly can to chant. It sort of wakes up all those little connective tissues and boom. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, hon, what else do you see?
Cranme would like to know how financially stable she will be in the future once she starts her own business.
Okay, let's see. And again, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to start manifesting right now and using the law of attraction by saying, money flows to me easily. I receive larger and larger amounts of money and abundance every day. I do a full over chant with that, as well as joy, health, all those things. I write it down. I picture myself where I want to be, because my big thing that I think the energy of money can be used for, and I love it, is travel, exploration, and education. I mean, I'm all about the ideas. I want to see places. I don't really care so much about stuff. I mean, a reliable vehicle is good, but start to really think of those things that you'll acquire, you know, the state-of-the-art equipment, whatever it is, stuff like that. Picture you using it, picture your work team, all that. I already told you guys, I already have my my artist hippie compound where we're all going to live and work, all picked out. And it's going to be in the countryside. And we're going to have horses. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. I have it down to the fences in most cases. Queen of Wands, it's looking pretty good. And 10 of Cups, holy cow. And Queen of Swords. You got double queens hitting the ground. So I'm going to say successful. And you know why? I picture you staying very optimistic and knowing that this is how it's flowing, because you're not forcing it. And that I also feel like you're a great troubleshooter. When things come along, you have that philosophy that I'm going to maintain my sanity by staying earthed. You know what I mean? Your feet on the ground. You know that everything is temporary and you're able to work through it. Bam, double queens. And then you end up with the 10 of Cups, which that's like just the party of all parties. A lot of times it's weddings, celebrations. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have a personal breakthrough that lets you know of your capabilities that you felt were latent, or you feel you didn't have them until you know one thing. Any doubt you ever have about yourself is not a fact. It's not true. It's something you heard from some restricted teacher with restricted thinking, or parents in a stage that were also taught that same groove in the record that you can only go so far with only, you know, without this or without that. You have yourself, you have your heart and your mind. You can go as far as you want, and you're coming to that realization. So you're just going straight up in that elevator. Nice, nice. I love that. Yeah, you're getting a lot of self-confidence, and it's rocketing you, because that's what it's about. Belief in yourself, right? Absolutely. What's up, hon?
Tuetoa Tientu, what a great name, says, hi, Melanie. Wants to ask a question about who she's manifesting into her life. What does he look like? And is it going to be a true love life partner? She also thinks she is getting old, although she's only in her late 20s.
Okay, I'm going to be 50 very, very soon. So if you're old, I'm one of the ancient ones that crawled out of Stonehenge 1,000 years ago. Listen, I don't know what culture thinks 20 years old is old. I don't even understand that. Yeah, no.
Young people think that.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's anything that has to do with stuff that is based in lack of time, lack of youth, lack of beauty, is, again, something we heard a while back from a teacher, from a friend, from a parent, and it went into our subconscious, and it became some weird, quiet, unfounded belief. But that voice comes up because you haven't reprogrammed it, and you need to. The next time you hear you're getting old, just shut that shit down. Go, no, I'm not. Get real. You're seeing, like, I have Donna, who does these energy healings is in her 70s, and this woman looks like she's 40 years old, and she jumps around like a little firecracker. It's everything is a state of mind. You are not old. And again, when we're dealing with twin flames, when we're dealing with significant others that we're bringing into our sphere in our life, you're going to listen. You're going to ask your guides for help. The sun. That's looking pretty good, girl. And guess why? Six of Swords. You're moving away now from that old philosophy is there's not enough time. There's not enough love. There's not enough beauty. There's not enough stuff. That's the opposite of what any kind of reality is. Because we create our own energy through our thoughts, everything is possible. We actually create our world and our reality through our thoughts. So why the hell not make it the best of the best? Guess what? I'm getting in this boat. I'm getting away from any old beliefs that somebody told me a while ago that 20 was old. That's so funny. I almost can't cope with it.
Late 20s.
Oh, late 20s still. That's ridiculous. And you're heading towards your Camelot because you realize, wow, I am steering my own boat. I am the arbiter of my destiny. And I want it to be good. And I want to pull in this right guy. Now, this is funny. In the Eight of Wands is action. You're like galvanized to just go get your hopes and dreams. You're going to start journaling. You're going to start envisioning this person. I see super dark hair and dark eyes, but soulful, soulful eyes. You will know the second you look into them, you're like, whoa. Like, I don't see you as a super impulsive person, but at that point, I feel like you would get in that boat and take off with him. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like a electric shock. And you feel like you're that type, when it hits you, you feel like you're staring at them overly long. But this is what you need to do when you feel like it's almost like a fire sign thing. When fire signs get activated in love, what happens is I rarely equate any fire signs with slow, stop, rest, napping, moderation, gentle, ease, or peace. They're just go, go, go. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm a fire sign. Now, when we're excited in the throes of passion or looking for it, it can be relentless, okay? So all we have to do is look back. And when you have the sun is the reminder that your guides are doing the work and ushering them towards you. You've already asked for it. Now you just wait, and it's coming your way. And very soon, I see it very soon, and you're going to know the second they're there. It is, and it's so easy. I just feel like it's so comfortable. You just start talking. And I feel like a lot of times with twins and everything, you've grown up on similar backgrounds. So you have a lot of familiarity between you already. So you feel very comfortable. So yeah, you'll recognize it, and you're not panicky trying to pursue it. You're just allowing it. You've already pictured it. Now you're just waiting. Dark hair, super dark, soulful eyes. I love that. Ooh, nice, nice. The sun card is the best for that, especially. Yeah, I feel like it's and you have angelic protection around you as well. So yeah, again, raise that vibration by looking forward to stuff, being enthusiastic, happy, bring joy to others. Remember others. I'm at my happiest. If I'm helping somebody succeed and do something, that makes me happier than anything. So be helpful in your community and participate in those things as well. Aww.
Hopefully I don't regret this question. Sabrina, asking from Mohammed's account, asks when her and Mohammed will be together and why is he still far away? And that was posted a lot.
Okay, Sabrina. So Mohammed is far away.
But she has access to his account to post on.
I wonder if he can read this. That'd be so cute if he could. He'd be like, oh, she misses me. Or he'd be like, what is that girl up to?
Or is it Mohammed posting as Sabrina?
Creative. All right. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. I feel like Mohammed is off earning his coins, and his focus is on that for the moment. And he has conflict in his place of business or how he's earning money. I don't like to draw anything negative towards the situation. He's going to resolve this, but I feel like somebody is trying to, it's almost like theft of intellectual property, not actual funds. And something has gone to his attention in that area. And he's defending what's his because his ideas and his business earn him money. And it's something of that degree where that's his focus for the moment, and that he is, let's pull this. Yeah, he's headed back. Look, the world. Again, another world card. You know, brilliant success, news. But here's what happens when we're separated for somebody we're very attached to. Um, we we start to feel like we're not whole or the perfect person or light being that we really are without them. It's about connectivity, not possession. You know what I mean? Them actually being there. We know they're still there. We know, so what if they're not close by? They are still there. They're still here and they're still here. And that's what's important. So if you realize that and you wait and you're patient, he'll be able to work through this. And there won't be any accusations or where, who, what, when, where, whys. And then it'll glide back to normal. But again, a natural progression. People have to fix what they have to fix without somebody leaning over their shoulder, right? So a natural progression, and then this is yours, okay? Let it just come to you. Don't fight it. Don't put conditions on it. Let it just glide your way.
Natalie asks, should she move to a foreign country?
Natalie, wow. I had a few of those before too. And you know, here's a question I want to ask you too. Do you know the country in mind, and have you been there? Because some of them have certain social mores that are wonderful and relaxed. Like when we went to Holland, I loved it. Everybody just rode bicycles everywhere. Everybody knew the English language. They were friendly, healthy. It was like a land of giants, like per capita. They're the tallest people in the world, but they're also they're the most direct, like they're Scandinavians and plus extra, you know what I mean? Like very, forthright. Like they have these marriage contracts that you go in and you sign before you're even married. Like it's very, they like to cross their T's over there. But they admire beauty, and their craftsmanship is beautiful.
Oh, she says South Korea or Hong Kong would be your choices.
Oh, you should go to South Korea. Okay, you have death. This might freak you out. You're death because you want to drop your old ways, and you do want to. I feel like you're shedding a skin, and you want to experience new experiences. I feel like where you are, you're feeling a little stagnant. And guess what? When we don't change and we're in the same place and we feel like there's not growth there, we just repeat, right? It's like an existence of Groundhog Day. We're doing the same old. I feel like you're at this place right now, Hangman. You're contemplating. I like the Hangman because that's saying step back and observe your life. Do the pros and cons of where you are and where you would like to go. And I'm glad you said South Korea. If you get a chance to go there, I would go there. I had a really nice experience to be able to spend years and years with some South Koreans that were my master and grandmaster and their families for years at our dojo up the road. And it is such a lovely society, and their character is foremost. You know what I mean? It's very funny. It's like their level of respect and how they behave is so lovely. And they're so at peace. I mean, you can stand in the room and you know, you could be elbow to elbow and it wouldn't bother you because their vibrations are so lovely. They are self-contained units. They know that everything is about nature and beauty and balance with them. So if you get a chance to go, I say yes. Go. Definitely. Just the East in general is so beautiful. And look, there you go. You'll be sitting pretty there with the Empress card. I love that. Love it. And if you can't see it on the screen, it says time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for the life of luxury. I feel this when you expand, and especially when you go to different cultures and different countries, your perspective grows, your acceptance grows, your spirituality grows, especially in the East, because I believe that's where the best medicines are, the philosophies, all those things. Do it, get on a plane and go, and I'm going to come visit you. Forget about the cherry blossoms. I'll lose my mind. Do it. I'm excited for you. That'd be amazing. It'd be life-changing.
Okay, Tangi D says, hi, Melanie. I'm a Sag too. I'm a bit confused with my life right now. I'm like 29 years old. Oh, another ancient.
I know. 29. You better go.
I don't feel like I know anything I want. Do you see me finding some kind of clarity soon?
Okay, and let me share this with you too. At 29, I didn't know either. I mean, it took me, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't hone really in on it till, a short time ago because again of my self-belief limitations that I had heard through the media. My mom was a really cool gypsy. It's like, you can do whatever, you know what I mean? But in terms of when you become a mother, it's like, okay, you can't just be, like a clairaudient that reads tarot, right? Like, yeah, it's like restrictions and stuff. And then all of a sudden I was like, why the hell not? So it will come to you. Look at this with Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. You know why? I'm going to pull two of these. That's really cool. The Queen of Wands is about a fire, and you're a fire sign already. And again, this is part of the things I want to say to any fire signs, especially Sagittarius. And I have to tell myself this all the time. In order for us to we're so enthusiastic and emotionally packed and fire charged that it is hard for us to find a little bit of serenity. You know what I mean? Again, like I said before, we don't really know the word slow, stop, rest, take it easy, and focus. But that's what fire signs need to do, to really do some inner work, do some spiritual work, and say, I'm not going to settle for what doesn't make me happy. I want to be in a place where I'm spending the majority of the time of my day at something I absolutely love. This clarity is coming to you. But the way I hear it's coming is through self-reflection. What have you been through in the past that you have seen that you know you want to stay away from? So then you're clearing the decks and that out of your head. What are you saying to yourself at any given time that is giving you some restrictive behaviors, that's stopping you from really talking to that person, asking for that job, networking with that person, finalizing some deal, really coming to a decision? Because you should know that any day everything is temporary and you can change your mind any moment. And right now it's probably just time to try things. That's what I'm hearing, that you should try things and try to get a fit. Oh my gosh, you have the Princess of Wands too. So yeah, something is coming. Okay, yeah, this is it. There's an idea that you're going to be discussing with somebody, and that is where you're going to find your answer. It's just going to be a casual conversation of somebody going, well, it'd be really cool if we tried this. And you're like, holy crap. And you realize, again, it's a latent skill set. So many people have it because it's something that you don't think you can make a living off. But guess what? The best way to make a living is out of creativity and ideas. And that's what's going to pop up. And you're going to be like, wow. And Sagittarius are lucky as hell. November's coming. Jupiter is going to be in Sagittarius, and that's when the gifts just come, the creativity, the self-acceptance, which lets you know that every road is open to you, every opportunity is yours by saying yes. Your mind is going to, I feel like your mind is going to create like the scaffolding going, oh yeah, if I'm at this level, then I can do this with this person. And it's going to be like you're just putting the puzzles together and realizing, wow, this is way more possible than I thought. But you just wait, when this idea hits you, you're going to know, and you're just going to go off and running. It's going to be good. Happens every single day. What's up, hon?
Samin would like to know just one card when I'm meeting my husband.
Just one card when you're meeting your husband?
Yeah. When will she meet her husband? One would imagine she's not married, but I don't know.
Your new husband. Are you ancient too? Are you in your 20s? You ancient? Yeah, what a delightful journey on the way to the altar. When I hear about all these people getting remarried at certain ages and stuff, I'm like, I couldn't imagine. I don't know.
She's 30, so she's just
that's hilarious. She's just a wee
ancient.
baby. I know. She's like, oh, the Thias of the wild.
Oh, no, 30 next month. She's only 29. Ah.
That's insane. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. This is something I do know that I'm hearing, that he is completely fair and respectful. When I see 6s, that's balance, and you see how some is coming to each. So I feel like in the realm of talking ideas, sharing ideas, where you're going to live, what you're going to do, your idea of children is right down the line and similar. So whoever this man is, and I feel it within, I keep hearing 333, it's going to be in that thing of just under a year. You're going to have conversations about things, and he's going to say what you're thinking before that in terms of your value system, your children, travel, location, business, type of environment you want, that it's just going to gel together. And it's all even the way you think. It's almost like that half of yourself is recognized. And a lot of these times that these connections come like this because of the same frequency, you're vibing out with your tribe. You know what I mean? You're drawing them to them because you have that same energy level, that same frequency, and that's what's driving them to you. So you know right away. And I keep hearing 333. So again, we're not going to attach any urgency or lack of person or you being less than because you're 29 whole years old and he's not here, which is not the end of the world, but coming. And then I feel like your families are going to get on like a house on fire, which is really good too. Yeah, there's some mass equality like in the whole the whole ring is just an equal playing field, and that he's very respectful of women, which is really beautiful. Very nice. Oh, I like that a lot. Excellent.
Julie says she's 38 and never got married. Doesn't know if she ever will. I don't think there's a question there, but there we go.
All right. Well, how about I'll ask my guides if Julie will ever be married. I had this cutest person today that was like, I've never dated. I don't know how old they were. I've never dated. It wasn't that they never spoke to a man, but it was pretty isolated in terms of ever seeing men. She's like, but I like cats. And I was like, is that a question? I was like, that's so cute. I'm like, I like cats, but they don't really do the dishes or drive you places when you're tired. They mostly just wreck your stuff. Speaking of that, I had all my lighting set up for a read, and my insane cat took it all out in one go, and all the lamps went over and stuff. Poor Winter, she was so scared. Ooh. Okay, so nines. Nines are always there. I feel like they're that last step in the mile, because tens is a completion. So when you have 9 of Pentacles, that's money. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. It is just the Devil card, which is funny. There's some, the Devil, in this instance, when I see this, I feel like this is a propensity towards money. I think if we're placing any sort of monetary or sum on someone's income when it comes to having them as a mate, that's never a good idea. I just hear that. I also feel that a sort of warning shot that men can be not like so much insatiable as a little sexist at time. I feel that you have to watch out for people that may have hidden addictions, but they hide them from you until you get with them. And that there is, let me pull this out for you. 8 of Wands. Yeah. Activity and action. I see I'm hearing a later life marriage, like in your 40s. And this is why I feel like you're going to start discovering something you really love, and it's your passion. And that's like your focus for a while, and you're not looking or you're not bothered about it. So it just sort of happens through whatever this hobby is you're doing. And I feel like it's by water. Something is going on. I don't know if it's sailing or something to do, but I hear water is involved, and that they'll just show up because it's not your central focus, and that's the time. It is just our times. I feel like our guides start to discuss our future connections, guides, and they team up and they work out a plan, because we set the intention through our questions, through our energy, through our frequency, and then they take care of the rest. But we don't sweat it. We just allow it, right? And that's a great thing too, because you get to experience your life on all your own terms, and you're all settled, and you know who you are, and you know firm boundaries too. You know what I mean? You'll have firm boundaries, so there'll be no question of who's doing what in this mix, for sure. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, how much?
Blah blah asks.
Blah, hello.
She wants to know about her first lover and what he will look like. And my guess is she's not quite 29 yet, but I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Blah blah. What your first love will look like and when he's coming. I know we have a lot of 29-year-olds. What's going on, you guys? And it's not even funny how quick, like numerics. Once I hear one person say, oh, I keep seeing this and that and that. And then it really becomes like an avalanche of that number just showing up and showing up. Because numbers right now with our angels, guides, and our ancestors, they're popping up all over now, because they really feel the frequency and the understanding of people wanting to help one another and connect. And they're showing up in so many beautiful ways through animals, like birds. People are having amazing bird experiences. So really pay attention to all those little things. Animals, you'll just be sitting there and your dog and cat will do something extremely affectionate. And I feel like that's our ancestors and our angels coming through them as well. Yeah, you ever be so sad about something and your cat just comes up and puts her face right against your face? Ooh. Oh, I like this. Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel like he's there, and he's moving away again through past hardships, and he's getting away. He's getting in his boat. I feel like he's actually leaving a relationship right now that he had a lot of pressure put on him to be a certain way that wasn't him, because again, in any relationship, we absolutely must be our authentic selves. I was listening to Gregory Scott today, he made me laugh. He goes, I don't see, he goes, if I tell people, hey, I'm a 37-year-old gay German man, you got a problem with that? And I just burst out laughing because it's true. If you say how others see you, sometimes it's comical, right? How you would describe someone, right? And the Page of Wands, that's the message that's coming in, that it's in motion and towards you, and that's a thought right now. But this is what's interesting right here. The King of Pentacles, I feel like this man is going to be quite important in his community, and he is a well-spoken, super erudite man of substance where he is, and he's a gentleman, and he's lovely, and it is not so far away. But again, if you're placing so much force on it and trying to accelerate it, you just need to ease back a little bit and let it flow. Because again, your guides are trying to provide you with a beautiful, sensitive lover. And I feel like he's a little bit older, like not a lot, but like 5 to 8 years, but very together, very prominent and very lovely. You know what I mean? Very lovely and a good teacher. And yeah, I just feel it being very lovely. But again, to not have any sort of desperation or force to it, to just let it occur. Yeah. And very, very good looking. They're very good looking. There's a couple of them out there. They exist. There's some lookers. They're coming. Okay, what else?
Well, first, Zizu, Sabrina, and I've lost it. Oh, and Inked Empress wants a cat that does the dishes, ironing, and can do something on reality TV.
I want a driver. If Winter could drive, man, I'd get her a diamond collar, and doesn't bitch, right? And they're not like they want the remote control. You're like, cat, put that remote down. I know. Wouldn't that be great if cats could be our little helpers with like, what is that thing with your thumbs? What are they called? Mandible? No.
Opposing thumbs.
Opposing thumbs. Yeah, they need opposing thumbs to make us coffee and stuff too, and bring us cookies.
Eleanor asks, will he come back?
Ooh. Let's get one of these. I want to share this little thing of information that I saw with some research I was doing with some men saying why certain women will accept, what men think of women that will let them come and go, come and go, come and go. I don't know how often this is. And the big question that was posed to them when they did the interviews was, why do you come and go and come and go? And the answer was so simple. And they said, because she allowed me to. You know what I mean? It was like even if they took the relationship seriously and there was love involved, if they thought they could have their cake and eat it too, they did. If there were no consequences, no discussions, and no repercussions, they kept it up for a lifetime. So put that in your data bank. Know your fears. Okay, I'm going to do this and that. So what is your fear? Could you answer it right now if you were asked it? What is your fear of abandonment? Because if we attach issues to things, the circumstances, again, that desperation, that fear is horrible when it comes to trying to manifest what you want. Because again, it's lack mentality, that you are not enough as a beautiful light being, that you need this other person that goes away. There's all kinds of reasons people go away. But you get your wish. It's milk and honey. If you want that, I want you to really ask your question. Do I want a man that just comes and goes as he pleases? Or is this a one-time thing? Because I don't know all the circumstances. But I feel like your guides and you're going to get what you want. That if it's something you want, after you delve deep and you look inside and say, why does he go away? And how often does this happen? And how reliable and trustworthy is he? And when you get your answers, that you can have what you want and you can have it come about. But really ask yourself, because sometimes we manifest stuff we don't necessarily really want. We think we want it. So know 100% this is what you want and you can have it. For sure. Yeah, our minds and our wills are powerful things. But again, sometimes that's like those weird people that are like, oh, I really want to win the lotto so I can help this and that and that. And it's like the potentialities are down so many avenues when we just need to focus that we can already help one another. We don't need loads of money to do it. we have our time. And then when we're flowing in that and we're doing what we love, then the money just comes. It's energy. It just comes to us. We don't put circumstances or specific amounts and when, you know what I mean? But also we don't be so vague, because then you can find a dime on the sidewalk when you say you want more money. You know what I mean? We're specific enough, but it comes faster when we have a purpose for it. Like right now, I'm trying to garner money on my, what is that page? Patreon page for our Oracle cards. Again, it's a purpose. It's something, it's creative force that we have working behind us to help us. And we already have interest, and it's lovely because it's, again, there is a purpose for this money. So knowing that, again, so there's a purpose for this relationship, and what is it? Things like that, for sure. No, that's really important. The purpose for the love that you want, the purpose for the abundance you want, the purpose for the health, right? That's very simple. We want a workable, nice body that will do and help us in our everyday today, for sure. Okay, what else? I'm sorry.
Sabrina asks, well, first of all, she says she loves your energy and readings.
Thank you.
Asks what area of her life she should be focusing her energy on.
Okay, Sabrina, we're going to do this and that. Okay. I just watched Jake Ducey the other day, and it was funny because he provided me with that answer. I just flipped him on, and I was like, whoa. So here's the thing. You can actually focus on everything: love, career, family, all that thing. But this is what you do. You are absolutely present and not distracted when you're working on one. When you're earning your coins and you're honing your craft, whatever it is, you're focused on that. You're not on your phone wondering about this, not being distracted. You make a compartment for each one to have your focus, so they can sway beautifully together by being completely aware of what you're doing when you're doing it, and being in the moment. Like me, I'm at work busting, doing my thing, answering, and then I ground out because I have to. As a fire sign, I can just rocket off in outer space, ground out. When I pick my son up at the bus stop, I put the phone down, I stop answering people's questions, any comments, anything like that. I ground out, I look at trees, then I'm completely receptive to everything he has to say to me in my time with him. And that's what you're going to learn to do as well. And you're going to get this because of it. And 10 of Cups, you're going to have balance and celebration. Right now I'm feeling socialized. There's fire, you've got wands, Queen of Pentacles. So all these things, look, they're all different. They're cups, they're pentacles, and they're wands. I feel like you should multitask because it's going to make you well-rounded, and it's going to give you a lot of self-confidence. But again, you are completely present in each thing you are doing. I feel like money is going to flow to you because, again, when you're working on it, you know it's coming to you, and you're having laser focus on that. And I feel like you're becoming a money magnet. I really do, and that's happening. And it's because of wands is action and fire. You've already acknowledged that in your mind and your energy. It's already out there, solidifying that. And social, I feel like you should get out there, network, talk to people, and make connections. And that brings love into your circle. Your love of companionship and your camaraderie with the people you're meeting is raising your frequency. Again, bringing in more love. Yeah, I feel like you're just like that snowball that's getting more and more and more. But again, because you're focused on what you're doing at that moment, you know what, you're not scattered. And I keep hearing for me to tell you, there's always time. Don't rush, don't get frazzled. There is always time. And to breathe yourself through that, there's time. You're going to be more balanced and approachable when you know there's time, because you're not going to be frazzled or hurried. And you're going to recognize signs, because you're going to start receiving signs. And to be available to that, you have to have a relaxed state of mind. So again, keep remembering there's always time, and start manifesting, start writing it, start envisioning it, because I see success in all areas because you're getting a nice balance.
Redneck Girl finally made it. She says hi. Hello.
Hey, Angela. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Great to hear from you.
Do you want to do one more question?
Yeah.
Okay. I love this question. Aurora Dark asks, will the bus driver and I become an item? Is he single, I guess, is one question.
Can I tell you the funniest 1-minute story of my life? When Hagen, I picked him up at school, and there was a bus driver there, and he had 1 million gold chains. And I'm like, what's up with Dubray's gold chains? He's like, he's trying to attract the crossing guard over there, and to just watch the interplay, because the next time that I went there, I had to check this action out, and it was the cutest thing ever. I love bus drivers. I mean, what a crap job, right? I always just picture like unruly people. Some people love to drive, though. My father was a race car driver, and I love to drive. I love it. But I don't like how other people drive. You know what I mean? It's scary. So he's your bus driver, huh? We're going to pull one of these too. You have a great name, by the way. Okay, reveal your truth. I love that. This just speaks to what kind of interplay do you have when you're dealing with men, that sort of thing. Do you feel insecure? Do you feel happy, light, free, authentic when you're around them? Or do you feel like you have to get dolled up, put on a certain persona, things like that? You know what I mean? Look at this, because you can pretty much have what you want if you want. This is, I feel like you're going to be celebrated for something. This is the Caesar back from golf card. This is your community celebrating you for something. And this is usually something heroic and spontaneous, like something happens, like Heimlich maneuver type of thing, things like that in a restaurant, rescuing an animal, things like that get recognition and media coverage. And I feel like that's coming for you. Like you're just going to be in the right place at the right time, and you're going to have the skill set to do this and the foresight. And again, it's because of this, the High Priestess. I feel like you're getting more in touch with your spirituality, which is going to draw the love you want to, that the choice is simply going to be yours, because you're going to be in a frame of mind and just a very steady mental place and a really high vibration, and you're going to get what you want. But again, keep your eyes out for little things that go on. It happens all the time, right? I was once babysitting this kid, and I made him laugh, and he sucked his chicken McNugget right down his throat. I had never studied the Heimlich. I only saw it on TV, and it worked like a charm, and the chicken went flying out of his mouth, and I was like, should I tell their parents that I almost killed their child, and then I saved them? But you know what I mean? Stuff like this happens. And I feel like this is like parade in your honor type of thing. So there's that going on. And there's also, you're going to start receiving messages and being accepting of them and not be afraid, because that veil is thinning. I mean, wouldn't that be crazy if that was on Halloween? Let me know. Let me know in your things. So listen, you guys, I'm getting super hot like I do when I'm getting overloaded. So I'm going to call it an evening. But I cannot thank you guys enough for all your support, your lovely words, your enthusiasm towards my channel. And like I said, I'm always going to continue to look at your comments, see how everybody's doing, how everybody's feeling. You're all connected. You're so beautiful. Angela, Stephanie, Madison, all you guys. It's like, you're just amazing to me. And I recognize your faces and who you are, because I'm always reading your comments and your progress and things. And again, I can't thank you enough for going and checking out that little 7-minute video that Eleni and I made of her art that we're going to make into oracle cards. Because I tell you, talk about somebody that has immense talent, but has been a starving artist and has had, being Greek language barriers and all that, that is just like, I'm so excited to get this project off the ground. And again, if you guys seeing her artwork, you know that talent is there. And just to be able to co-create with my soul sister is beautiful. And I can't thank you guys enough. So if you haven't seen the little video, go see her art. I'm serious. Your jaw will hit the ground. It will.
Can I also say that a lot of her stuff's up on Etsy. It's really, really good. Her top pieces are tens of thousands of dollars, but she has some very reasonable price ones, which she's basically giving away right now for just a few hundred. They're going to be going up very soon. Right now, it's a great opportunity to pick up some amazing pieces at literally cut down prices.
It's ridiculous.
Just go and check her shop out.
Yeah.
It's really good. Will be a link down below. There's links on other videos. Check her stuff out. It's amazing, and it's even better in person than on it. Our pictures do not do it justice.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, you tell me your like jaw doesn't drop, your heartbeat doesn't increase. It's just one of those things. You get tingles. The response, it's like you're blown away. It is beyond scale. But because she has to move away for a little while, she's letting them go a little more expensively. And those are the things, the art pieces you see that we're turning into the oracle cards. This woman, she has a magic gift. And when I'm going to interview her tomorrow at her house and let everybody see, come see the video. I'm going to have tarot at the thing with her, and we're going to have prints, and they're going to be the oracle cards. And wait till you see this woman's eyes. When you look in an angel's eyes and it's an angel on earth. I knew it the second I ran into her at the beach. I almost started crying. We grabbed each other's hands, and she's like, hello. We just met. I'm like, is this weird? She's like, come to my home and see my art. No lie. And she didn't even hardly speak English. And she forgets that I don't speak Greek. And she starts talking to me in Greek. And I'm just like, good to know. She texts me in Greek. I don't know what the hell. I don't know one word in Greek. So tomorrow, too, in the interview, I'm going to learn Greek tonight. And I'm just going to bust out. I'm going to call her crazy old hooker in Greek just to see what she does. I'm going to pull out all the stops and freak her out. But it's going to be great because she's beautiful. Thank you. And you guys, we have the Patreon page set up for that. We're going to rock this thing. We're going to just catapult. But you guys, thank you for coming to my channel and sharing. And the words you say just make me cry every single day. This is my whole purpose, just to connect with you guys and see how you grow and expand. You're finding love, you're finding your dream jobs, you're finding your soul purpose, you're elevating, you're being alive. That's what it is, right? If we do the same thing and we're 50% alive, that's what torture is. Half alive is torture, right? We're going up. We want to experience. We want to taste our food. We want to see that sunset. We want to love our animals. We want to hug our children. We want to pay attention to what people are saying. We want to know about their hopes and dreams. We want to ignite our own creativity, right? And we're all doing it. And it's amazing. And I love you guys. And I can't thank you enough. You guys are dangerously beautiful. It's insane.